What's going on, you guys? What's going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of Belle Collective Birmingham Season 1, Episode 5. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, y'all? What's the tea? What's the business? I just want to say that it is still kind of cool in Atlanta. It's still kind of cool here in Atlanta. This time last year, it was hot. But now it's like 63 degrees outside. Now, what's really going on with this weather out here in Atlanta, Georgia? What's going on with that? Because I really don't know what's going on with that, but we need to figure that out because I'm going to Mississippi in the morning time, and it's gonna be cool even then, and I think it's gonna be raining when we leave here in the morning. Like, I hate traveling in the rain, but I'm kind of excited to go home for the weekend, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm kind of excited about it. I ain't been to Mississippi in a little over a year now. It's been a year. This month makes a year since the last time I went to Mississippi, and I kind of miss my people back home. Like, that's one of the main things that I'm very excited about, going and seeing people from back home. And Bando was gonna meet certain people back home and shit, like my friends back home, because he already know my mama and stuff like that, and my brother and things like that. But it's different because my friends back home it's a different ball game, okay? they are they are a different ball game. I want y'all to know that they are a different ball game, honey. And baby, they likes to party, and they're probably gonna take him to the M bar, to last call, to whatever, and get it popping. That's probably what they're gonna wind up doing. And me and my brother gonna be out with him, so he ain't gonna be by himself. But yes, y'all. One more thing too, because Bundy and them just posted it on the Old Ladies First page. But I just want to say that I really do appreciate them for giving me the opportunity to host the Old Ladies First live show. I really, really enjoy doing it. That was my first time ever hosting anything. And I just also want to be honest as well. I actually got paid to host the show last year. But the thing about last year was they canceled the whole event because the guy that was over it got sick. So still got my money, but didn't get to host anything. So when Jamie approached me to host the Ooh Ladies First live show, it was automatic yes, but I was very nervous like hell. I did not know how this was going to turn out. I didn't think that the people was going to like me as a host. But this is the thing about me. I am very much so the type of person that overthinks all the time. And I don't give myself my just due, but to meet so many people that watch my platform and take pictures with them and entertain them literally in person, it was amazing. And I love Lyric. I would hang out with Lyric literally all day. I would hang out with Lyric and Niecy's boyfriend. And Jamie already knows that I love her husband, like love him. So she already knows that. But I love Lyric and I love Niecy's boyfriend. I forgot his name, but they are both cool, very welcoming. I would hang out with them on my own without the girls. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But shout out to them for even giving me the opportunity. And who knows? They might be planning another show, and I might be a part of that one too. Who knows? Okay. But anyway, let me see what moderators are in here first before we get started. So I see Norris is in here, I see Gabby is in here, and I see the Jail Slayer is in here. So this is what I need for you guys to do, because instead of the 5-minute mark, we're gonna start at the 6-minute mark, right? So and Ravine is in here. So this is what I need for you guys to do, okay? Make sure the chat is clean, make sure that everybody's engaging with everybody, and make sure that everybody is lighting up this chat, okay? Make sure you guys are lighting the chat up, okay? Because y'all know when I see those fire emojis in this chat, baby, that makes me really want to go in and give you guys a show, okay? That makes me really want to give you guys a show, because that's what I'm here to do. So go ahead Go ahead and light this chat up as we get this thing started at the 6-minute mark. Okay, that's where we're gonna start off at the 6-minute mark. Go ahead and light it up. I don't want to see nothing but fire up in here. We got 51 people up in here, so that means we need 51 people in the chat engaging and 51 people leaving fire emojis. Okay, now that we're at the 6-minute mark, let's go ahead and get this review started. It is time for us to talk about Belle Collective, Birmingham. Okay, so we pick up where we left off from last week, right? We pick up where we left off from last week with Tiffany versus Stormy, right? So let me tell y'all, it's one thing for me not to like Tiffany, okay? That's one thing. But the other thing is I don't like her sidekick, Kendra. I don't like her. And I may not be the only one that don't like her, but I don't like that young lady. I don't like her. And I feel like she's just as rude, just as disrespectful, just as condescending as Tiffany is. Because the thing is, this is a Tiffany and Stormy conversation. Kendra, you weren't needed. Did nobody ask you to get involved in this conversation? Did nobody want your opinion? Did nobody care about your opinion? So why the hell are you even getting involved in this conversation anyway? That's my thing. Like, you constantly inserting yourself in something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And just last week, you already showed yourself to be a hater. Like, you already showed yourself to be a hater just last week any goddamn way. Because you was sitting up in that car with Tiffany and you were saying all this stuff about Stormy and you ain't even met that lady yet. And you sitting up here talking all this junk about her. And the fact that y'all been friends for 18 years really makes sense. Okay. And it just comes across like both of y'all are just jealous and y'all are haters. And that's just the simple point of it. Because the entire time I was watching this, I'm like, why is Kendra even here? You feel what I'm saying? I'm just like, why is she even here? And why is she inserting herself in the conversation? And to be honest, I'm kind of glad that Stormy was dismissing her at every step, because it's like, girl, move. It's just like, to me, Kendra was giving, I'm sitting at a barbecue in the dirty, dirty South, and there's a fly flying in my ear or a gnat and it just won't go away. That's what Kendra was giving. Kendra was giving, I'm a gnat and I won't go away. I'm a gnat and I won't go away. I'm a gnat and I won't go away. Like, that's exactly what she gives. And it looks like she was really trying to get her moment on this show when no one wants her, no one needs her. So, Kendra, what we need for you to do is to shut the hell up, because don't nobody give a damn about what you think or what the fuck you're saying. Please get up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was really so irritating to even hear and see her do all the extra stuff and for no apparent reason. It was just irritating. So then she said that Sonetta told me that you was offended by the mop comment. And she said, I was offended by the mop comment. And then she said, because why would you even say something like that? And then Tiffany was like, it was a joke. It was funny and blah, 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 blah. But see, the thing was, Tiffany, it was funny to you. It wasn't funny to Stormy. And see, that's the thing with people. Like, if a joke isn't funny to me, it's not funny to me. That's just that's just the basis of it all. If the joke ain't funny to me, then it's not funny to me. And you're not going to make me feel like it's funny. You're not going to make me feel like it is. And you're not going to make me feel bad for not wanting to be involved or not wanting to have anything to do with what you're talking about or what the fuck you're saying. You feel what I'm saying? So that's exactly how I feel. So then Tiffany says that she acknowledged that Stormy was offended, but in the same breath, she says that it was still funny. Okay, you're going to say that it was still funny to you, but in the same breath, you're saying, well, I acknowledge that she was offended. If you acknowledge that she was offended, and if you acknowledge that that whole joke that you made wasn't funny to her, then you shouldn't be saying that it was still funny, because that defeats everything that you just said and it contradicts what you said. Because you're saying, I acknowledge the fact that she was offended. I acknowledge it, but it was funny to me. And it was just like, well, you're not acknowledging the fact that it was offensive then. You're not acknowledging the fact that you offended that girl from the very beginning. Like, that's what you're not acknowledging that at all. You're not doing that at all. Like, she's literally sitting in your face telling you, you're offended me. I don't like what you said. It was effed up. blah, 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 blah. You're not taking any of that into account at all. It's like you literally don't care that that girl was offended by some of the things that you said. And that is an issue. I can't stand for a person to apologize to me and want me to accept that apology that they gave and want to get mad with me because I don't want to accept the apology that they gave me. That's not what we're going to do. We're not going to do that. We're not going to sit up here and make me feel like I'm crazy when I'm not crazy for anything. What you said is what you said. And not only is it what you said, but what you did is also what you did. And you made me feel some type of way. Like, are we 12? Like, what we doing? And what we getting at here? Because that's BS. Like, you're not going to sit up here and make me feel bad, make me feel guilty about motherfucking thing, okay? That's what you're not going to do. And I'm not here for it. Like, apologize for offending her. I don't give a damn how funny the shit was to you. It wasn't funny to the person that you said it to. That's what you fail to realize, but you don't care. For you to be so godly, you don't care about somebody's feelings. You and an ugly wig you wearing is not genuine. Neither is your friend. And so, let me see what else is going on here. What else is going on? So then she said, if you feel offended by something, why don't you come to me? Don't come to other people. Just come to me if you feel offended by something. But my thing is this, why would she want to come to you when you already let it be clear and known that you don't give a fuck about her offense? You don't give a damn. You don't care about her being offended by nothing. You don't give a shit. Like, what you talking about? You don't care. You don't care about her being offended. At the all. You don't care. So why would I come to you? Why would I come to you about anything? Why would I come to you about it if you don't give a fuck? That don't make sense. If you don't care, why are we talking about it? Why you apologizing if you don't care? And then Stormy said, well, don't offend me then. And then that's when Kendra was like, Tiffany, you ready to go? Because this conversation is childish. Girl, you even being here is childish. Like, what the fuck you even talking about? Like, don't nobody give a damn about you. Like, don't nobody care about what Kendra is talking about. Girl, you want a moment. You needed a moment. You needed a moment. You needed a moment. And you don't know how to act with this moment. Please go somewhere and sit down. Please have a seat, baby. Like, seriously. Because you're really trying to get one and it ain't for you. Go somewhere and sit down, Kendra, because don't nobody care about what you're talking about, literally at all. No one cares. That's what you fail to realize. Nobody cares about what the you're talking about. Nobody. So go somewhere and sit down. We don't want you here. Don't nobody want you here but Tiffany. Hey, the ghetto view. Don't nobody want you here but Tiffany. That's the only person that wants you here. And y'all are one, y'all, like I said, the trash of a feather gonna stank together. Y'all some stanky motherfuckers. I promise you, you are. Because y'all, I'm telling y'all, they irk me. I don't think Tiffany irked me more than her sidekick did. I can't stand for somebody to sit there and interject and shit that ain't really got nothing to do with them. Like, mind yours. But anyway, moving on. So we get into Stormy and her son Chess. She's spending time with him. They're running around the house playing, and she basically tells Chess that she's building her mother a new home. And I'm telling you, it's more so a situation where it's always a great thing when you could see, people that grew up in the house with their mom and how they want to build a house for them and stuff like that. I think a lot of us would love to be able to grow up and be able to do things like buy our mother a house, build our mother a house, do things like that, because as Tupac would say, there's no way I could pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. Like that's literally what it is. So I love seeing that. And I have very strong opinions about Stormy's mama now, just only based off of what we saw on the show on Love and Marriage Charlottesville, because I think that Stormy mama be doing a bit much sometimes. But I love the fact that Stormy is able to do that. You know what I mean? And then, we come from Mississippi. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we're from Mississippi. And we don't get a lot of opportunity in Mississippi. And sometimes a lot of us have to leave there in order to receive opportunity and to do things. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this, going to Gabby's point, because she does have a point. She says, "Mother or not, I'm not buying a house for a person that didn't support my dreams." And I absolutely feel exactly what you're saying. See, the thing is, and once again, I'm not trying to take no video and make it about me, because that's what bitches say. But this is relate. This is where I relate to you guys. We'll relate to the comment. See, the difference between Stormy's mom and my mom is that my mother always supported my dreams. Stormy's mother never supported hers, in a sense. Like, she didn't really support it. She called her a dumb bitch when she first got her first shop. Like, all of those different things. And that be my issue sometimes with parents. They don't support your dreams at times, but they feel like they're entitled to get what you earn from said dream that they didn't necessarily support. You feel what I'm saying? So I do get what Gabby is actually coming from, because in my mind, if I made the kind of money off of here that I really wanted to, my mama wouldn't have to worry about shit. Like, if I really got beyond YouTube and was doing more than just YouTube and not working a 9 to 5 and just making money just based off of my personality alone, I would do that for my mama. But for Stormy, it's like her mama didn't support her. So it's like, do you do it because you want to do it, or you do it because you feel like you need to do it because that's your mama? And it just goes back to the Glorilla of it all. Like, you see how people keep on coming at her because her sister saying that Glorilla don't want to get her family money. I'm the type of person that feel like, just because I got it, it don't mean that I got to give it to you just because you my family. I don't give a fuck about you being my family. I ain't got to give you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I'm not obligated to give you anything. So it really don't matter what the fuck anybody got to say. You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely get everybody else's qualms. Like, let me look at some of the comments real quick. Like, this person here, Drea is priceless. She's supporting her now because she's entitled or feels entitled. I'm not saying that that's what she's doing or who she is or what she is, but I definitely understand why that would be a statement to be made. I definitely feel that. Her mom is just nasty, and I just don't feel like she deserves it. Fair. She wants to reap the benefits but don't want to help with the come up. And that's what happens with a lot of parents. They don't want to help you with your come up. They don't believe in your come up. And when you come up, they definitely want to reap the benefits of what you did with that platform. It's kind of like, don't you hate it when you have a dream? And I hear people do it all the time. It's like, say for instance, people are growing up and they say they got a gift, like, I can sing. And they say, hey, I want to be a singer when I grow up. I want to be able to perform like Whitney Houston when I grow up. That's a pipe dream. That ain't gonna never happen for you. Da 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 da. And it's kind of like, when you hear parents kind of just say stuff like that and really like break you down from what you really want to do, it's kind of baffling. And they would rather you go and work like this 9 to 5 warehouse job than to go out and really go and find your dream. Because it's crazy to me, because like, I look at people like Mary J. Blige, and you see where she came from. She came from the damn projects, slow bum projects, pissy hallways, roaches and rats. Who would have known that somebody that came from that type of neighborhood and environment would be singing for the president in 2010? Like, that's the type of shit that I be talking about. You never really know what a person can do if you only believe in them. And that's where I get my perseverance from, is my mama, because she believed in me enough to support everything that I did. You know what I mean? And we need people to really believe in their kids enough to let them actually do what they need to do and what they want to do. And just like Drea's Priceless just said, that's why kids go into careers that they don't want to do, because of their parents. Their parents shit on their pipe dreams, but then they make their kids run and do shit that they really don't want to do. Like, go be a teacher. That's not something that they want to do. Go be a doctor. That's not really their passion. Go and do that. That's not really, like, they go into passions that they really don't want to be into. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me see what the ghetto view just said. I totally get it because my family don't understand us doing YouTube, but as soon as a celebrity talk to us, they want to be on board, and that is very true. There was, but that's not even just with family. That's just with people that's around you. Like I received way more support outside of my hometown than I ever did. In my hometown. Like they support who they want. But when I interviewed Candy, that's when everybody wanted to share my shit. That's when everybody was able to see what I'm doing. When I started winning awards, that's when I got all the shares on social media back home and people seeing stuff and all that. It wasn't everybody, but it's just certain people. Because when you from where I'm from, people only support who they want to. There's so many content creators that were out there from my city, like Life as Marty. I'm sure y'all know him, and he's one of the film boys. We're from the same city, but he got way more support than me. And I've been doing content creation for many, many years, but that never stopped me from supporting him just because I felt like they gave him way more support than they gave me instead of giving us both the same amount of support since we're from the same city. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I do get what some of y'all are saying. People really don't support the dream until they see it taken off for you. They don't want to be there in the trenches. They don't want to be there when it's all starting. But once it makes a move, then that's what they want to do. And I feel like that's what a lot of you guys are saying when it all boils down to Stormy. And I definitely get it now. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I definitely get what y'all saying. I'm not even disagreeing. So we get into Amber, and she's been getting sick during this IVF journey, and she's really starting to question whether or not this journey is even worth it. You hear women talk about the IVF journeys all the time. Like you literally hear them talk about that. You hear them talk about how it's so hard for them to do what they need to do because they really want kids. And Amber is really doing this because she's getting up in age and she wants her eggs to be frozen, and she wants to make sure that they are ready when the time comes when she get a man or a husband or something like that. And I understand it, but it just seems like the IVF journey is a very emotional journey because you don't know if this shit gonna work or not. And then when you get through everything and the shit don't work, you gotta start right back over again and pay that same amount of money again to do this shit again. And it's gonna get you in your emotions, get you heated, all of those different things all over again because this is exactly what you want. And it just seems like it's a difficult situation, but it's a lot. She's basically saying her levels are not up too high, and her doctors are telling her to rest. And she just feels like it's a whole lot going on for her. So her and Kylan, they discuss Sonetta's Gallentine's Day party. And she says that, she loves Sonetta. She loves the fact that she wants to do this and have this little Gallentine's Day thing. But she knows that Tiffany and Stormy are not getting along and things like that. So she's excited for the party, but she's not excited for the mess that may come about of this. And Kaylin was like, well, you know me, I'm ready to check Kayla. As soon as I see her, I'm definitely going to check her. And it is what it is. I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm checking her. To be honest, I don't blame her. Like, you just don't get on social media and say, did you just given I did a line or two or something like that because I got some energy? Like, what type of shit is that for you to say? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what is that for you to say? Like, I don't even get it. Like, that's not cool. You feel what I'm saying? Like, girl, did you think before you said that? But clearly she didn't think. Good thing she don't get paid for thinking because she didn't think at all. Where we at? So, she said, but you know me, I go directly for the horse's ass. And I'm just like, oh, Lord. Kaylin is a Gen Z girl. They are on that baddies type shit. And it is what it is, child. Her friend Candace arrives. They give Amber her IVF shot, and she starts getting very overwhelmed and very emotional. I'm hoping that Amber's journey goes really well, and I really hope that she's able to do the things that she wants to do and get the child that she wants, because this is a lot for people. And this is why I always say, I don't want to be no damn woman. When people say that you are gay dudes and y'all want to be women, baby, I don't want them problems. I promise you I don't. Y'all are strong motherfuckers, because I don't want that. Period. Okay? So Tiffany and Kendra, They're sitting down having brunch, and Kendra was like, "Well, friend, how do you feel about what happened with Stormy?" And she feels like, I apologize to Stormy. I already did that, and Stormy's not accepting my apology, and she still want to be mad. So it is what it is. I did my part in the situation. That's all that I can say. I did my part. And so that's when Kayla comes and she said, I invited Kayla out because, she's pretty much isolated and she doesn't really have many friends. So she wants to show her a little bit of sisterhood. So Tiffany and Kendra says that they've been friends for 18 years. And then Kayla was like, well, that's really good to have a friend of 18 years because you don't really see that happening often these days. And you don't. And I am very thankful to say that I still have the same friends that I grew up with, like my friend Jasmine. That's been my friend since the first grade. We was in first grade in 1995. So what does that tell you? That's been what, 31 years? 31 years? Yeah, 31 years. We've been friends for 31 years. Um, my best friend Shamaya, we've been friends since the 10th grade. That's over 20 years. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my friends from high school and yay high are still my friends. Like literally have 20 to 30-year friendships with people. So, it's always a blessing to still have the same people that you grew up with around you, because there's a lot of people that's my age that's like 37 years old like me who don't even talk to the people that they grew up with. I still have my core group that I grew up with, the Jasmines, the Shemayas, the Rudys of the world, the James of the world, like I said, me and Jasmine been friends since we were 6. Me and Rudy been friends since I was 5. Me and Shemaya been friends since I was 15. Me and James been friends since I was 17. Me and Ace been friends since I was 16. You feel what I'm saying? Like we all literally grew up together and we're still friends at this point. We all graduated high school together. Some of us then graduated college. A lot of them have children. I'm their gay uncle. That's just what it is. So yes, it's always a blessing to see like friendships um that last for more than 5 years. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And even with me and Jamar, like me and Jamar been friends since 20 what 13. So that's like 13, 14 years of us being friends. Love it. It's the best thing ever. I love it, child. Um, Kayla says that marriage isolated her because she got married at the age of 18. So she was pretty much isolated from her family, her friends, everybody. So she wasn't able to even make no friendships. And I definitely agree with that. I think I said something like that last night on Roaster Review when BT and JoJo was recapping last week's episode. And I did feel like because she got married so young that she was pretty much sheltered and isolated from the whole world that it was crazy. So that's how I feel. So I definitely can see it. I definitely can see it. She says that tequila and depression was what she was going through after her divorce for a whole year straight. She was drinking tequila all the time and it would kind of soften the blow for her, but once the alcohol wore off, she was right back to feeling her pain. One thing about me in my depression is that I've never self-medicated. um I never just took drugs or drinking excessively to kind of cure myself from my depression. The one thing that I knew how to do was throw myself into work or keep myself busy or try to write and things like that. Those were my coping mechanisms of depression. And I don't judge people that go the alternate route with depression. Some people do find solace in drinking. Some people do find solace in doing drugs. Some people do find solace in certain things. So that's just the way that they do it. Now, the drinking and the drug thing is not necessarily the right thing to do, but it's pretty much the basis of like we're going through this, we're going through that. So this is what we're doing. So I'm glad that we speak about. I think I think that because I talk about depression and mental health all the time, I'm always going to give you guys my experience. I don't give a fuck who has a problem with it, because you know how they are. I makes everything about him. Girl, I'm relating. Just say you don't like me. Um, Let me see. Tiffany admits that her mother's passing drove her to drink. Once again, that's how people cope with grief sometimes. They drink, they smoke, they do a lot of things that kind of numbs them for a minute, but then once that high is gone and once that lituation is gone, you got to feel it. Um And Kayla said that when she was like 16, she was searching for a void that was missing. Like she was all alone. She was meeting people off the internet, trying to date people off the internet, like just trying to find a void that she was missing. She said her father died at 11 and her mom wasn't very affectionate. So she didn't have any guidance. Her daddy was already gone by the time she was 11 and her mama wasn't affectionate. And the thing is, you got to have, it kind of sucks when you don't have a parent that shows emotion. Like they don't feel your pain, they don't get you, they don't understand why you feel in the way that you feel. It's not always the easiest thing to actually deal with. You feel what I'm saying? Because I seen it with other people in my life. Like they always talk about you know how their parents weren't great communicators and how it was the most difficult thing for them to do was to be in shit and try to be a part of shit that just didn't work for them. Emotionless parents are something else. That really puts you in a bad place when they're emotionless and they don't really know how to deal with your emotions. So it kind of makes sense as to why Kayla is who she is and how she is, because her daddy died at a young age. Her mama didn't give her no affection. And by the time she turned 17, she was with an old ass man who took away her youth and put her in the house and set her there. That's why she's the way that she is. Completely. Um Tiffany says that she wants to resolve with Stormy. And as Kayla is asking Tiffany questions about what happened, Tiffany doesn't think that Kayla isn't aware. And Kayla tried to follow with additional questions. And when she started following up with additional questions, that's when Kendra started jumping in it. And Tiffany was like, are you ready? Kendra was like, I'm ready to go. And Tiffany said, oh, girl, you ready to go? She said, yeah, I don't need no friends. She the one who need friends. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? Girl, please. Like, what I tell you, these are some complete assholes. Do you hear me? They are assholes to the fullest. Complete assholes. Cause what was that for you to say? And Kayla was just so confused and just didn't know what else to say. And she just felt like she was being ganged up on by Tiffany and Kendra. She called Stormy. And then that's when Tiffany was saying that Kayla is Stormy's little minion, just like Kendra is yours. So Stormy is at the lot that her mom's house is being built on. And she starts telling Miss Betty about the mop situation. And, Betty told her to mop the floor with Tiffany's ass. Yeah, that's Stormy mama for real. She says that I just Stormy said, I already don't really like new people. And that's just how I've always been. So I'm trying to open myself up to new relationships and new people. And when Stormy said that, I'm just like, girl, I understand. But because I've never been like the biggest new person type of person. Like, um, but it could be a part of me that just doesn't like change. So I understood Stormy a whole lot when she said she don't like new people, because you don't know what these people's intentions are with you. Like you don't know what they thinking, you don't know how they feeling, you don't know what's really going on. So I definitely understood her on that one. Betty tells Stormy to stand on who she is and stand in her truth. And Stormy says that she sometimes feel like when her mother says that she's proud of her, that she is very surface, but she can express herself to other people, but not Stormy. And then Betty says that she is not the best at expressing her feelings. I believe it. Then that is when they start getting a little emotional when they start talking about her pawpaw and how all he wanted Stormy to do was to have a baby, and before she could get out the hospital, he passed away. So he never got to meet Chess. And that was kind of sad. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't enjoy the sadness of it all, but I did enjoy the scene. So we had Sonetta's Gallentine's event, and Kayla is coming in and she's nervous because she had this disaster of a brunch with Tiffany and Kendra, and then she knows that Kylan ain't really feeling her. So she's in her feelings deep right about now. And so Kayla is crying. She didn't had a bad day, so she really not feeling it. And then next thing you know, Kylan sees Kayla headed out, and Kayla approaches Kayla. And then, she practically tells Kayla how she felt. She didn't really go in on her like I thought she was. Didn't curse her out. Didn't disrespect her. Kayla apologized, and she said that she really didn't mean it that way. And Kylan asked Kayla, is she naturally ditzy? And I was like, ooh. And then that's when Kayla was like, well, I might be. And I'm just like, well, you might be. You might be, okay? You just might be. But yeah, so Tiffany says that she feels that Stormy sent Kayla out for information. She's totally under the notion that Kayla is not genuine. She's Stormy's bodyguard, Stormy's minion. So she really don't see it for Kayla at this particular moment, but she really don't want to put the rest of them in any shit. And Amber was like, I really hate this because I really do love you and Stormy. I'm close to both of y'all. So I really hate that y'all can't get on the good foot at this point in time. So yeah, it seems like this Tiffany and Stormy thing is going to continue to happen. And I'm going to continue to be entertained. That's pretty much all that I can say about that. Pretty much all that I can really say about that situation. Because I am going to be entertained. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to be entertained. Do you hear me? Most definitely, okay? But y'all, that was pretty much the gist of my Belle Collective Birmingham review, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the review for what it was worth. Now, listen, y'all, I had every intent to watch Rhode Island today. Like, I was going to watch Rhode Island today and make all these videos so y'all can have something to watch while I'm gone. But getting ready for this trip to Mississippi was so damn stressful. So stressful. And I did not feel like watching Rhode Island because it was so damn stressful. But y'all, I'm still going to try to devote my time to catching up on Rhode Island because I'm still going to try to give y'all reviews. Even though I'm late as hell, I'm still going to try to watch it until I catch up. I'm still planning on doing that. But so instead of me doing Rhode Island reviews for the weekend, I'm just going to give y'all some tea videos for the weekend so y'all can have some. Because I already know that I'm not going to be home until Monday. So I'm going to be doing my Housewives of Atlanta review on Monday whenever I get home. And more than likely, I'm not going to do the Whether You Like It or Not panel either. So I'll only be behind on LAMH and Roa. That's all I'll be behind on, Chad. But I might not be behind on Love and Marriage Huntsville because I'll probably watch it while I'm at home, just depending on what's going on. You know what I mean? Because I'm only going to be home for literally 2 days, like tomorrow and Sunday, and I'm going back here Monday. So, But anyway, anyhow, that's it. That's all. So I'm about to go on and get up out of here. But before I do, y'all already know what I got to do. Make sure you guys go and support my friend Sammy. He has a t-shirt line on Etsy. It's called Shifted. So make sure you guys go and pick it up exclusively on Etsy. It's called Shifted. Make sure you guys go and support my friend of 10 plus years, honey. And if you haven't picked up my book, That's Why You're Lonely, please go and pick it up. It's on Kindle books as well as Amazon. So make sure you guys go pick it up because part 2 is on the way, honey. Part 2 is on the way. So with that being said, you guys, this be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here. Now we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
That 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catching face shots, fire catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact, the bitch, I'm the reason. When it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
Big bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up. Don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho. Don't ever, ever, ever play us. This the real hustle. We make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit. Talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast. Fucking with the best. Get money on the east. Plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run this south. Bitch, we outside. What you talking about? Who the fuck is me? No, who the fuck is you? Get these niggas.